We look cute. What's going on, everybody? It's Alexander. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today, I wanted to share something very special with you. I'm going to introduce you to two very important people in my life, my great-grandparents. I hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think. And if you resonate with anything, feel free to drop it in the comments below. My name is Alexander. I'm 28 years old and I live in Brooklyn, New York. I'm starting this vlog for a few reasons. As I approach 30, I still feel like I'm just a kid with a dream, that I can play a part in unleashing creativity in this world. And to do that, I've started a company called The House, and I'm excited to invite you in. Hello everybody, and welcome back to my second video. For those of you who are new here, my name is Alexander. I'm a storyteller from Brooklyn, New York. For those of you who are back, thank you. Thank you so much for watching my first video. Thank you for the love, the comments, the likes, the subscribes. Thank you for the love, y'all. I really appreciate that, man. So a couple months back, my dad was in town. He lives in California and he was coming to Philly. So I hopped on a train down to Philly and I met him and my sister down at 30th Street Station. From there, we went to see my great-grandparents. My great-grandfather, as far as I can remember, has always just been chin up to the sky. When I was a kid, I recall the times that he took me to the park. There was this huge playground close to one of his properties, and he would take me there, and I remember there was this big slide. I used to love going down that slide. I never felt something so fast in my life. The thrill of it. And they would be right there. Him and Mr. Woodson was his name. My great-grandfather's best friend who passed away a couple years back. Rest in peace, Mr. Woodson. And they would just be there like enjoying the thrill with me. Now I look back and I can be present to the feeling of having somebody look at you like you are infinite, you know? Like, yes, you can enjoy the thrills of life that you want to enjoy. And though none of this was said, this is kind of like what I recall now, what I got from my great-grandfather and my great-grandmother, Grandma Woods. Always, always, always just this beautiful ball of light and love. You know, I remember when I used to go to her house, there would be these like ornate flowers, and they were all no real plants, but these beautifully stitched, I don't even know, woven flower like bouquets that she would create. So creative, so loving, so filled with laughter. That is who my great-grandmother is to me. All right, so I'm gonna watch this on my monitor with you. And yeah, let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? So I made it down to 30th Street Station. That trip is always a long trip. It's like subway for an hour, New Jersey Transit for 2 hours. Oh, my sister. Oh, she looks like a baby.
Yeah, I'm just doing a little...
This is the first time I brought my camera around. There's my dad. There's Sharif.
It's vintage, so it's not gonna be like Black Magic quality, but...
So proud of him. He recently got promoted to CEO of his company. Boss.
It's cold. Yeah, you weird.
So but what kind of lenses?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
They free.
One of his employees sent me a camera and lenses, Minolta vintage film camera, old school lens. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate it. I have yet to really get to use it, but I did buy the adapter for the lenses for the Blackmagic cameras, so I do want to try that out. So stay tuned and I'll let you know how it goes. But thank you again.
Check his location. I tried to type real quick, like, hey. It was too late.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, so we tried to surprise my sister with me coming down for a day trip. And of course, Miss Snoop McGee can never get surprised, so she like tracks my location and figures out I'm coming home. Philadelphia,
So weird. I don't want to go to sleep.
city of brotherly love. So this is like where my family's from. So I'm black and Puerto Rican. This is like the vibe of the black side of the family. Puerto Rican side, a little bit different, but not too far off. Damn, I spent so much time in Philly and don't really know much. I should learn more about the history of the neighborhood. That's my grandpa. Hey, Papa Mike. This is my dad's dad. Such a cute little man.
I'm hanging in there. What's going on, my man?
What's going on, Blondie?
It ain't my neighbor.
He recently is now like full silver.
Yeah, got my new knees in.
Looking sharp.
I get my new shoulder put in.
The bionic man. That's wild.
Oh, the knees? Yeah.
Papa Mike, fun fact, is a Jehovah's Witness. So really one of the few in our larger family. Again, you know, they didn't really do much in terms of like trying to like, you know, convert me or Bible thumb me. But that's something that I always, you know, I grew up around. Just an interesting tidbit. And I think Grandma Woods is also a Jehovah's Witness, who you'll meet now. Come here, boy.
Come here.
Oh, my heart. Seeing the bed in the living room was surreal, but then just look at her energy. Look at that. All of that, it just made everything else go away. All the concerns that I had.
Oh my goodness.
When she saw me, she said, I didn't think I'd be able to see you before I went. And that hit my heart so hard.
Nice to see you all.
But the lightness that she had as she said it, I don't know, I felt like something was healed in me in that moment. And the flowers, she always had these flowers, never real, you know. That's right, I love fake plants, okay, bitch? Psychological effect. But always flowers around her. Her dress, she's just a big flower, just fully bloomed.
What do you have to say to my children when I have my children?
In the camera.
Oh my goodness, I ain't gonna be here when you have yours, cause you ain't gonna never do nothing. You just pretend. She told you.
I told y'all I've been single forever, so.
Listen, little great grandchildren. This is your old grandma, Lucille Woods. I love you to death, cause I love your daddy to death. And all my family, I love them all. I just love you.
Period.
Every one of you. I'm telling you. If I'm gone, just let me say that old lady loves me.
Yes, love
I'm
you
telling
too.
That old lady really loves me. I'm telling you the truth. All over the place. You all everywhere. You're all over the world. There are a lot of grands and great-grands and great-great-grands that I don't know. Tell them too.
Period. Okay, I don't know you and I love you so
I tell
much.
the truth. Listen, when I go, you ain't gonna be able to count them, so just forget that since you had them all. I tell you the truth.
Look at
This
the
is
joy.
So nice, though.
It was so nice. It was.
Tell you.
I mean,
I didn't have a chance to ask my grandfather how he feels about his mother getting older. But I'm sure it's not easy, but her freaking smile, her laugh,
Telling you.
just settles your heart, you know?
I had a problem with some of the food, you know, but for the most part, I had a good time.
And Papa be all over the place, even in his older age, he is traveling and just seeing the world. I love that.
And she saw some things she didn't like going on with grandchildren.
Look at her, just having a good time.
When?
My dad, too cool for school still.
Left a little cane.
Look at her little sweetness.
Hey,
Grandma, see you.
You take good care, my love.
Love you.
Woohoo, stairs.
Oh my God,
Oh my God, you gonna say that?
I almost ate it.
Take beautiful both ways.
Stay beautiful both ways. Okay, this is my pop-up slide. Pop Pop Sly is the boss of the family, okay? So there's the Slys, which is them. This is my grandmother's father. And there's the McMichaels, which is my dad's side of the family, where I get my name, McMichael. So this is Pop Pop Sly, my dad's mom's dad. So when I was growing up, I would go to grandmom's house across the street, and I would always visit Pop Pop Sly across the street. How many times am I going to say across the street? They were across the street. Yeah, so this is Pop Pop Sly. Oh, Grandma Gloria. Okay, Grandma Gloria, excuse me, is Pop Pop Sly's last wife. Pop Pop Sly has been married a few times. Now, she gives me like almost Claire Huxtable vibes, like together, poised, educated, all of those things. But Grandma Gloria she didn't have time for nobody, okay? So if you was around, you was going to get what you need, but that was about it. And we love her for it, period.
I bought you some gifts.
Papa! My Papa recently got into an accident, so he broke his hip. And he's recently been on dialysis for the past year. So it's been tough on him. But he's been holding it together, man.
What's happening, boss?
Some lights in here.
What's happening, Don? How's the doctor?
My sister's in nursing school.
Does light work?
Yeah.
Got to see you now.
Look at that chick, what? See like you in shape?
Listen, what you always tell me? What you always tell me?
All right. Long you do it, long you can't do it, baby.
That's right.
Longer you do it, the longer you can do it, baby. I need to get back to doing it, okay?
Mom has like a lot of photos from when I was a baby.
Papa, what words of wisdom do you have for
You
us?
can excuse me a minute.
No problem.
No problem.
It's just too hot.
This is too hot, child.
For sure.
The truth is the truth. Same today, yesterday, and tomorrow. That's the only thing that lasts us.
That's
You got that?
okay.
Facts.
The truth is the truth. Same today as yesterday and tomorrow. It's the only thing that lasts. In my first video, what I say? I said I'm a seeker of truth. It's right there. Out of all the things he could have said, out of all of his experience, that's his piece of advice. That's in my soul. That's in my DNA, man. Wild.
I got the one I couldn't read.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I did. Oh, it's still sending. I don't have a good Wi-Fi. Who's that standing next to you?
That's Grandma.
For her hair turned white. 37. Yeah.
It's the art, like the pieces in this house for me.
Always.
It is the art. It's always been so like diverse and like cultured and like my sister says so Asian. For those of you who know me, I do have a affinity for Asian culture. So does my great-grandfather apparently. If anything, watching this again further enforces that we all come from somewhere. Whether your great-grandparents are alive or not, you come from a lineage of people who've existed on this planet and lived their lives so that you could live and prosper. They're here for you. They're rooting for you. Your elders, your ancestors, your spirit guides, they're all there beside you. And I hope you can find peace in that and comfort in that, as I have. And my only wish is that I actually get to know my family now. And not just who they were for me, but like who they are as human beings on this planet and the experiences that they've gone through. And I hope I get to share more of that with you. For those of you who are out there who have great-grandparents alive, I hope you take the time to spend with them and learn who you are because of them and who you're not because of them. And for the rest of you who may not have their great-grandparents or grandparents or even parents alive, I want you to know that there are so many generations of people who are behind you that you have maybe never met, never knew their name, but they're rooting for you. And they lived their life so that you can live yours better, more free, with more love, with less worry. They're rooting for you. And I want you to just feel in this moment their embrace around you like a big hug, because they're here with you. And when you have your children and your grandchildren, and hopefully your great-grandchildren, share with them who you are so they can better know who they are. Thank you so much for joining me once again. This has been Alexander, and it's just been a pleasure to share space with you. So if you got anything from this video, make sure you drop it in the comments below. If you enjoyed our time together, hit that like button. And if you want to continue the journey together and you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn that notification bell on so you never miss a beat. Until next time, peace. That's my heart. I love you, great grandma. I love you, great grandpa.